welcome to Tottenau, and I'm here to tell you about the 111 years of history from A to Z here in Tottenau. Honestly, I can tell this with a good conscience, because A stands for Anton and Z is for Zahoransky, and that's me. Anton Zahoransky, the founder of this 111-year history. I'm sure this is all very beautiful and interesting to you here today. You know the latest technology, the things that earlier I had never believed possible. Can you imagine how new, exciting and unimaginable this all is for me here? Thus, I have always been a visionary, but even in my wildest dreams I couldn't have imagined that something like this would develop over 111 years of company history. At first I only had thoughts of developing machines that could automate the manufacturing of brushes in a small workshop in Tottenau. I'm proud of the fact that my ingenuity in the year 1902 has made our family business. Now, in its third generation, one of the leading companies in the industry. Already in September of 1902, the first turfing machine that I had invented was delivered. 4 years later, 1906, our company took part in an exhibition in Dresden for the first time. We established our first subsidiary in 1922 in Freiburg-Lehen. At our 25th anniversary in 1927, our 170 employees could proudly look back on the development of numerous machines and equipment for a wide variety of industries. Our ingenuity, our willpower, and our visionary thinking have never let us down. Even in times of great needs, such as during the Great Depression in the 30s, we worked with continuity and conviction in our expertise and set ourselves the high standards of quality and performance. Even today I marvel at the method and the technical implementation of this presentation. So I can still proudly say that even by the 1920s we had recognized the importance of advertising and marketing. The first commercials for our machine emerged and promoted us. Our second subsidiary was founded in 1930 near Strasbourg. We also survived the difficult years after the end of the Second World War and founded another subsidiary in 1946 in Mülheim, Baden. Unfortunately, I couldn't experience the development after 1951 myself. But then it was up to the next generation to continue what I had established. We were always up to date, not only in technical terms. In 1950, we already had 250 employees and began the training in our company. Also, the social commitment of the Zahoransky company could be seen. To name but a few: the founding of a provident fund for employees in 1955, the introduction of a premium bonus system in 1962, and the introduction of the 40-hour week in 1967. All employees were encouraged to participate in giving suggestions for improvement of the company, so that we were able to bring more knowledge and expertise into our products. Thanks to the economic success, the company group could also become socially involved outside of its own premises. So far, donations of nearly 500,000 euros to our charities have been acquired. Since 1970, a rapid development in science and technology, as well as in the production volume, was evident in all areas of the economy. Thus, not only the quantitative but also the qualitative demands of the consumer increased, which all industries had to respond to with rapidly increasing production. And not only that, not only the finished product as such, but its attractive packaging, which in turn also had to meet logistical requirements, was increasingly in demand. Packaging machinery grew in importance. This, of course, was accompanied by increased demands on powerful machines and equipment. Again, we were able to keep up our competitive edge in the industry through our many new developments. Fully automated twin tufting machinery replaced semi-automatic tufting machines for the broom and brush industry within only a few years. Packaging machines, automatic twisting machines, blister packing machines, first fully automatic production units, for example, for the manufacture of toothbrushes. There was nothing with which we could not satisfy our customers. Meanwhile, our company went global. In 1972, the first foreign-based subsidiary was established in Spain. In 1973, the company Esto was integrated. Already 315 employees celebrated the 75th anniversary of our company. Did I hear a question of shutdown, standstill, or even resting? Excuse me, but that's something we don't know here. Instead, it's a question of setting out in a new direction. It makes sense that we would go on to tap the international market, not only through participation in trade fairs and exhibitions, such as the first Interprosa in 1975, the first exhibition in Japan in 1976. The first business trip to China in the early 1990s was followed in 1996 by the first patent application in China. Other subsidiaries were officially founded in 1992 with the mold construction ZAHORANSKY GmbH in Freiburg and the tooling and mold construction GmbH in Rotenkirchen. Nevertheless, molds have been produced since 1967 as a division of ZAHORANSKY. After the reunification, the traditional center of German manufacturing brushes offered a lot of potential. Industry experience, trained tool makers, the necessary production facilities. The problem of a lack of skilled workers in Freiburg, but also the increasing lack of jobs, could be resolved to our mutual benefit with the consent of state aid by starting anew in the former Stützengrün, later Rotenkirchen. At the beginning of 1992, the establishment began working as a tooling and mold construction company and received the ISO 9001 certification for mold construction in 1994, the official seal of quality. The foreign subsidiaries made great progress while the German company was being partly renovated or rebuilt, as here in 1996 in Rotenkirchen, or the relocation of machine construction in Turnau-Trent in 2003. Meanwhile, there are subsidiaries in Cambodia, in India, Hong Kong, USA, Shanghai and Kobe in Japan, besides the company in Lugona in Spain. I can proudly look back on a 111-year company history. Also, I am especially pleased that we could celebrate the 20th anniversary of our Rotenkirchen subsidiary in 2012, a development that no one could possibly have imagined 20 years ago. To see how my first ideas and concepts of the replacement of manual labor by machines and later the continuation of machines around the globe by more than 630 employees. My family and I are proud of how our colleagues adapt to and motivate their ever-changing business world with their passion, technique and their love of perfection. For this, you all, our customers, partners, suppliers and employees, deserve our thanks and recognition. Without your loyalty, confidence, commitment and cooperation, this 111-year success story would not have been possible. in spite of the initial goals of the 20th century. Together with you, this 111-year-old family business has remained an A to Z company for the third generation. In the beginning, these letters A to Z stood for Anton Zahoransky, but now they stand for activity and adaptability, and Z for Zukunft, future.